In the vast, unforgiving steppes of Mongolia, a boy named Temujin was born into a world of hardship. His early years were marked by the brutal realities of survival, as his family faced betrayal and abandonment. These formative experiences would forge not just a warrior, but a leader destined to unite the fragmented tribes of the Mongolian plateau, setting the stage for a legacy that would echo through the ages. As Temujin grew, so too did his understanding of power and loyalty. He learned that strength lay not just in brute force, but in the bonds forged between men. This realization would serve him well as he navigated the treacherous landscape of tribal politics, where alliances were as fleeting as the wind. Each friendship and betrayal would shape his character, honing his resolve to rise above the chaos surrounding him. The turning point came when Temujin united the Mongol tribes under a single banner, declaring himself Genghis Khan, or universal ruler. His vision was not merely one of conquest. It was a radical reimagining of society, where meritocracy replaced aristocracy. This revolutionary approach would empower the common man, allowing him to harness the fierce loyalty of his followers, transforming them into an unstoppable force that would sweep across continents. Genghis Khan's military innovations were as formidable as his political acumen. He harnessed the power of the horse, creating a cavalry that was unmatched in speed and agility. The Mongol horsemen, skilled in archery and mobility, could strike swiftly and retreat before their enemies could react. This mastery of the battlefield would allow Genghis to conquer vast territories, redrawing the map of the known world with each decisive victory. But Genghis Khan's legacy extended beyond mere conquest. He established a sophisticated communication system, the Yam, which connected his sprawling empire. This network of relay stations allowed for the rapid exchange of information, fostering trade and cultural exchange across vast distances. In doing so, he not only conquered lands, but also bridged civilizations, leaving an indelible mark on the world that would last for centuries. As Genghis Khan expanded his empire, he embraced the diversity of the peoples he encountered. He implemented policies of religious tolerance, allowing various faiths to coexist within his realm. This unprecedented approach to governance not only quelled dissent, but also enriched the cultural tapestry of his empire, creating a legacy of unity amidst diversity that would influence future generations and empires across the globe. In the end, Genghis Khan was not merely a conqueror. He was a visionary who reshaped the world. His life story is a testament to how adversity can forge greatness, and how one man's ambition can alter the course of history. From the steppes of Mongolia to the halls of empires, his legacy endures, reminding us that the spirit of a conqueror can transcend time and geography, leaving a lasting impact on humanity. Born into the tumult of the Mongolian steppes, Temujin entered a world rife with conflict and uncertainty. The son of a tribal chief, his early years were marked by the violent death of his father, leaving his family vulnerable. This loss thrust them into a life of hardship, where survival depended on cunning and resilience. From a young age, Temujin learned that strength was forged not in comfort, but in adversity. As a boy, Temujin faced the harsh realities of exile. His family was ostracized by their tribe, forced to navigate the unforgiving landscape alone. In these formative years, he witnessed the brutality of tribal warfare and the fragility of alliances. Each setback became a lesson, shaping his understanding of power and loyalty. It was during this time that the seeds of his future conquests began to take root in his mind. Temujin's early life was not just a tale of loss, it was a crucible of character. He learned to hunt and gather, skills that would sustain him and his family. The bonds he formed with his siblings became the foundation of his future empire. Through shared hardship, they cultivated a fierce loyalty that would later define his leadership. In the face of adversity, they emerged stronger, united by their shared struggle for survival. At the age of 16, Temujin took a bold step that would alter his destiny. He captured the heart of Berte, a union that would solidify his position and expand his influence. This marriage was not merely personal. It was a strategic alliance that would provide him with vital support in the turbulent world of Mongolian politics. It marked the beginning of his transformation from an exiled boy to a formidable leader. The kidnapping of Bertay by rival tribes thrust Temujin into a desperate quest for her rescue. This event ignited a fire within him, compelling him to rally allies and forge new alliances. It was a pivotal moment that showcased his ability to inspire loyalty and command respect. The hardships he endured had tempered his resolve, and he emerged from this challenge with a deeper understanding of the complexities of power and revenge. With Bertay rescued, Temujin's reputation began to grow. He demonstrated a unique approach to leadership, emphasizing merit over lineage. His ability to unite disparate tribes under a common cause marked a departure from traditional Mongolian practices. This innovative mindset laid the groundwork for his future conquests, as he transformed former enemies into loyal followers. Each victory not only expanded his territory, but also reshaped the very fabric of Mongolian society. Through trials of exile and the forging of alliances, Temujin emerged as a figure of legend. His early hardships had instilled in him a relentless drive and a vision for a unified Mongolia. As he began to consolidate power, the lessons learned in his youth would guide his conquests. The man who once faced the harshness of the steppes was now on the path to becoming Genghis Khan, a name that would echo through the ages. In the harsh steppes of Mongolia, a young Temujin faced relentless adversity. Orphaned and alone, he learned that survival depended not just on strength, but on strategy. It was here, amidst the unforgiving landscape, that he began to forge alliances, uniting fractured tribes under a single banner. This was the crucible that would transform a boy into a warlord, setting the stage for a legacy that would reshape the world. As Temujin consolidated power, he recognized the importance of mobility in warfare. Inspired by the vastness of the steppe, he embraced the horse as his primary weapon. With unparalleled horsemanship, his warriors could strike swiftly and retreat just as quickly. This mastery of cavalry tactics would become the hallmark of his military campaigns, allowing him to outmaneuver and outsmart larger, more established armies. The invention of the composite bow marked a turning point in Temujin's rise. Crafted from layers of wood, horn, and sinew, this weapon combined power with portability. It could shoot arrows with deadly accuracy over great distances, giving his cavalry an edge in battle. As his warriors unleashed a hail of arrows upon their foes, the fearsome reputation of Genghis Khan began to spread, echoing across the steppes and beyond. With each victory, Temujin's legend grew. He transformed his army into a disciplined force, emphasizing loyalty and merit over noble birth. This radical approach not only strengthened his ranks, but also fostered a sense of unity among diverse tribes. As banners flew high and war cries filled the air, the Mongol Empire began to take shape, a testament to the power of resilience and vision in the face of overwhelming odds. The conquests of Genghis Khan were not merely about land, they were about creating a new world order. His campaigns established trade routes that connected the East and West, facilitating cultural exchange and commerce. The Silk Road flourished under Mongol protection, allowing ideas, goods, and technologies to flow freely. In this way, the warlord who rose from nothing became a catalyst for globalization, forever altering the course of history. As Genghis Khan's empire expanded, so did his vision for governance. He implemented laws that promoted meritocracy, religious tolerance, and trade. His legacy was not solely one of conquest. It was a blueprint for a multicultural empire that thrived on diversity. The banner he raised from nothing became a symbol of unity and strength, reminding the world that from hardship can emerge a leader capable of redrawing the boundaries of civilization. In the vast steppes of Mongolia, a harsh landscape birthed a weapon that would forever alter the course of history: the composite bow. Crafted from wood, horn, and sinew, this ingenious design allowed Mongol archers to unleash arrows with unparalleled speed and power. It was a tool born of necessity, enabling Genghis Khan's warriors to strike swiftly and decisively, ensuring their dominance over the expansive territories they sought to conquer. As Genghis Khan united the fractious tribes of Mongolia, the composite bow became a symbol of their newfound strength. Mounted on horseback, warriors could shoot accurately while galloping at full speed, a tactic that bewildered and terrified their enemies. This mastery of mobility and firepower allowed the Mongols to outmaneuver larger armies, transforming the battlefield into a theater of chaos where traditional strategies crumbled under the weight of innovation. The Mongol conquest spread like wildfire across Asia and into Europe, with the composite bow leading the charge. From the steppes to the cities of China, Persia, and beyond, the bow's lethal efficiency left a trail of devastation. Towns fell before the relentless onslaught, and the world watched in awe as Genghis Khan's empire expanded, fueled by the unyielding spirit of his warriors and their formidable weapon of choice. Yet the legacy of the composite bow extended beyond the battlefield. It fostered a culture of innovation and adaptability among the Mongols, who learned to incorporate new techniques and materials from the lands they conquered. This exchange of knowledge not only solidified their military prowess, but also laid the groundwork for a vast network of trade and communication, connecting distant peoples and cultures across the burgeoning empire. As the Mongol Empire reached its zenith, the composite bow became a symbol of fear and respect. It was not merely a weapon, it embodied the very essence of Mongol identity: resilience, ingenuity, and an unyielding drive for expansion. In every arrow loosed, the spirit of Genghis Khan surged forth, a reminder that hardship had forged a conqueror who would reshape the world through sheer determination and tactical brilliance. Today, the composite bow serves as a testament to the Mongol legacy. It is a reminder of how a simple tool, born from adversity, can become an instrument of profound change. The world still feels the reverberations of Genghis Khan's conquests, as the echoes of Mongol hooves continue to resonate through history, illustrating how one man's journey from hardship to legend forever altered the fabric of civilization. As Genghis Khan united the fragmented Mongol tribes, he recognized that traditional warfare would not suffice. He needed a weapon that embodied speed and precision. The answer lay in the composite bow, a marvel of engineering that allowed his archers to strike swiftly and accurately from horseback, transforming the battlefield into a theater of mobility and fear. The composite bow, crafted from layers of wood, horn, and sinew, was not just a tool of war. It was an extension of the Mongol warrior. With its incredible range and power, it enabled Genghis Khan's forces to engage enemies from a distance, often before they even knew they were under attack. This psychological edge instilled terror in the hearts of his foes. Genghis Khan's mastery of the composite bow was complemented by his innovative tactics. He employed feigned retreats, luring enemies into traps, only to unleash a barrage of arrows as they pursued. This strategy, combined with the bow's lethal efficiency, allowed his smaller forces to conquer vastly larger armies, rewriting the rules of engagement and establishing a legacy of tactical brilliance. The Mongol archers, known for their unparalleled skill, became a symbol of Genghis Khan's might. They could shoot accurately while galloping at full speed, a feat that left many adversaries in awe and despair. This unique combination of speed and fear not only won battles, but also solidified Genghis Khan's reputation as a legendary conqueror capable of impossible victories. As the Mongol Empire expanded across Asia and into Europe, the influence of Genghis Khan's warfare strategies echoed through history. The composite bow became a standard in military arsenals, inspiring future generations of warriors. Its legacy endured, shaping the art of warfare long after Genghis Khan's reign, a testament to how one man's vision could alter the course of history. Ultimately, Genghis Khan's innovative use of the composite bow and his strategic genius transformed the very fabric of warfare. Through speed, fear, and the art of impossible victories, he not only carved out an empire, but also left an indelible mark on the world, reminding us that the greatest legends are often forged in the fires of hardship and ambition. In the vast steppes of Mongolia, Genghis Khan's early life was marked by relentless hardship. Orphaned and betrayed, he learned the bitter lessons of loyalty and treachery. These experiences forged a resolve that would transform him from a vulnerable boy into a formidable leader. Each trial he faced was a stepping stone, shaping his vision of uniting the fractured tribes and creating a powerful empire that would echo through history. As he rose to power, Genghis Khan faced not only external enemies, but also the specter of betrayal from within. His closest allies often turned against him, driven by ambition or fear. This constant threat shaped his approach to leadership, instilling a deep-seated paranoia that would influence his decisions. He became a ruler who ruled with an iron fist, yet his past haunted him, reminding him that trust was a luxury he could scarcely afford. The Mongol Empire expanded rapidly under Genghis Khan's command, but each conquest came with its own set of challenges. The vast territories he acquired were often filled with dissent and rebellion. To maintain control, he implemented a system of meritocracy, promoting loyalty over lineage. This innovative approach not only secured his reign, but also attracted skilled individuals from diverse backgrounds, further enriching his empire and laying the groundwork for a legacy of cultural exchange. Genghis Khan's military prowess was unparalleled, but it was his strategic mind that truly set him apart. He mastered the art of psychological warfare, using fear as a weapon against his enemies. Cities that resisted faced brutal consequences, while those that surrendered were often spared. This duality of mercy and ruthlessness became a hallmark of his campaigns, instilling a deep-seated fear that would echo long after his reign, reshaping the very fabric of the world. Despite his monumental achievements, Genghis Khan was not immune to the pangs of betrayal. His own family members plotted against him, seeking power in the shadows. This treachery weighed heavily on him, leading to a legacy marked by both admiration and fear. The very empire he built was a reflection of his tumultuous journey, a testament to how the trials of his past shaped his relentless pursuit of dominance and control over an ever-changing landscape. In the end, Genghis Khan's life was a tapestry woven with threads of triumph and turmoil. His conquests redrew the map of the world, but the shadows of betrayal lingered in his mind. As he forged an empire that spanned continents, he remained a ruler feared by enemies and haunted by the ghosts of those he once trusted. His legacy is a complex narrative of power, resilience, and the enduring impact of betrayal on the path to greatness. As Genghis Khan approached the twilight of his life, his relentless ambition propelled him toward the western frontiers of his vast empire. The Mongol horde, a fierce and disciplined force, was poised to expand their dominion even further. Yet, the weight of his years and the toll of countless battles began to manifest, reminding him that even the mightiest warrior is not immune to the ravages of time. In the spring of 1227, Genghis Khan launched his final campaign against the Western Shia, a kingdom that had once defied him. The campaign was marked by a strategic brilliance that had become his hallmark, as he deployed his cavalry with precision, utilizing the vast steppes to outmaneuver his enemies. The echoes of his past victories resonated in the hearts of his soldiers, who marched forward with unwavering loyalty. However, the campaign was not without its challenges. As Genghis Khan pressed deeper into hostile territory, he faced fierce resistance. The harsh terrain and the unyielding spirit of the Western Shia warriors tested his resolve. In these moments of adversity, the Khan's legendary tenacity shone through, as he rallied his troops and devised strategies that would ultimately lead to the fall of the kingdom, solidifying his legacy as a master tactician. Yet, even as victory loomed, the toll on Genghis Khan's body became increasingly evident. Illness struck him during the campaign, a silent adversary that crept into his life like a shadow. With each passing day, he felt the weight of his mortality, a stark reminder that the conqueror who had once seemed invincible was now vulnerable. The great horse, once galloping across the plains, was beginning to stumble. In August of 1227, amid the dust of battle and the cries of victory, Genghis Khan succumbed to his ailments. His death marked the end of an era, a moment that reverberated across the vast expanse of his empire. As news of his passing spread, the Mongol world mourned the loss of their leader, while the legacy of his conquests began to crystallize into legend, forever altering the course of history. Genghis Khan's final campaigns not only showcased his military genius, but also underscored the fragility of life. His death did not signify the end of his influence. Rather, it ignited a flame of ambition within his successors. The empire he forged, shaped by hardship and conquest, would endure, spreading his vision across continents and leaving an indelible mark on the world. The greatest horse may fall, but the legend gallops on. Genghis Khan emerged from the harsh steppes of Mongolia, where survival demanded resilience and ingenuity. Through relentless hardship, he forged a leader capable of uniting fractured tribes. This crucible of adversity not only shaped his character, but also ignited a vision of conquest that would stretch across continents. It was here, amidst the unforgiving landscape, that the seeds of a legend were sown, destined to alter the course of history. As Genghis Khan expanded his empire, he introduced a revolutionary military strategy that emphasized mobility and speed. The Mongol horsemen, agile and skilled, became a symbol of his might. With the bow and arrow as their primary weapon, these warriors could strike swiftly from a distance, turning the tide of battles. This tactical innovation not only ensured victories, but also left an indelible mark on military tactics for generations to come. Beyond the battlefield, Genghis Khan's legacy as a lawgiver emerged. The Yasa, a code of laws, was established to govern his diverse empire, promoting order and unity among conquered peoples. This legal framework transcended tribal customs, fostering a sense of shared identity. In a world often defined by chaos, Genghis Khan's vision of governance laid the groundwork for a more organized society, influencing legal systems far beyond his time. The conquests of Genghis Khan did not merely reshape borders. They facilitated the exchange of ideas, goods, and cultures across vast distances. The Silk Road flourished under his rule, connecting East and West like never before. This unprecedented interaction among civilizations led to a rich tapestry of shared knowledge, technology, and trade, forever altering the dynamics of human interaction and laying the foundation for a more interconnected world. As the centuries passed, Genghis Khan transformed from a historical figure into a myth, embodying both the brutality of conquest and the promise of unity. His legacy inspired countless leaders and warriors who sought to emulate his strength and vision. The duality of his character, a fierce conqueror and a visionary lawgiver, ensured that his name would echo through history, a testament to the complexities of power and the enduring impact of one man's ambition. Today, Genghis Khan's legacy endures, a paradox of destruction and creation. Nations remember him as a symbol of strength and resilience, while also grappling with the consequences of his conquests. His life story serves as a powerful reminder of how hardship can forge greatness, and how that greatness can in turn reshape the world. The myth of Genghis Khan continues to resonate, reminding us of the profound ways in which one individual can alter the course of history.